Hello guys and gals, in today's video we're going to talk about how to choose your business or brand name even if you've been using one for a while and it's not as effective as you thought it would be. So we're going to start right now. Hello you guys and gals, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is sunny in London, which makes my life much more better. So in today's video, again, we're going to talk about how to choose your business name, even if you've been using one for a while, or if you're starting up and you want to choose a business name. There is a great video somewhere here on my screen that you can click on at the end of this video if you like, to brainstorm business name and to really find out what's the best name for you. But in today's video, we're going to talk about how to reconsider your name for your business if you've been using one for a while. And I'm in the same stage as well. I'm about to transition my name, my business name, to something else. One of the first tips I can give you is always involve your audience, your customers, your peers, your colleagues, or everyday people that you know and you meet. So make sure you ask them an opinion. Make sure you also have like a multiple choice. Choose like 5, 6, 7 names, 10 names, and then ask them, which one do you think is most suitable for me? Or make sure you make a shorter list of like 5 top names that you think are suitable for you, and ask them an opinion. What do they think? And these people are the best people, the best source that you can actually ask when you change your business name. Especially if you've been using one for a while, you got to write down all the subscriptions, all the websites, all the things that you used your domain for, and go and change them. You would have to actually do it on your own if you want to make sure that everything is changed correctly, unless you have a tech guy who does it for you. So make sure you have that. That's the second tip. Make sure you list all of your subscriptions, all of your websites, and go and change them. You would have to do that as well. I'll give you a little backstory about my business. So my very first website was Meijin Academy, which was intentionally created for sharing courses, selling courses, and also, sharing information about software, about business, entrepreneurship. But then throughout these 2 years, I wasn't just online. I was actually working with small businesses with their software, employees, development, etc. So I was more on site than online, but I had the website. Then eventually everything started to evolve and I kind of changed my focus on mainly online. And that's when I started to think about changing my name to something else, like Meijin Media. So that's why I changed my website with Meijin Media, because I wanted to include and envelope more things that I know about into my business. But now I'm in a stage that many businesses uses their own name. If you're thinking to start up a business, you could either use your name as a company. Now, whether you are in US, you can open an LLC, or if you are in a UK, a limited company, or if you are anywhere else in the world, just Google limited companies, how to open a limited company in your country, and you're definitely gonna find resources to help you out start up that. So after you do that, you got to choose your name. You gotta also think about, are you gonna be the face of your business all of the time? And that's what I thought for my business initially. I thought, let me just choose a company name, because eventually I would like to scale my business and I would like to step out, trying to be able to contribute without being into the business. And that's why I chose a company name. Now I'm reconsidering this. Am I going to use my name instead? Because I'm a kind of a solopreneur. I've got other people working in the back end of my website. I've got an accountant, I've got a tech guy as well, but I'm just by myself. I'm delivering the content, I'm editing the content myself, so I'm a sort of like solopreneur. I'm by myself. So I thought, should I represent my company using my own name? Now, if your name is as difficult as mine, because I'm Italian, my name is quite long, how would you go about changing your name? And again, the best tip is involve your existing customers, your audience, people who are actually following you on social media and on your website, colleagues, your family, anyone else that you know, that you trust, ask them an opinion. What do you think would sound like if I choose this name? So for instance, for my name, I chosen Frank because I was always Frank when I moved to England. People started to shorten my name from Francesco to Frank. And again, for your name, you can change something shorter. There are lots of entrepreneurs online who change their last name because it's easier for people to remember. And you can do the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you are, of course, true to your audience, true to your people, and you don't fake anything really. You got to be honest online. If you represent your company and you think you're gonna be in the company forever, then I would probably choose your name as a brand name. There is nothing wrong to choose something now that you're not necessarily too convinced. And then if you need to change it, you can change it in the future, like I did, like many people do. If your brand is recognized now, if you change it, it's gonna take a while for people to get used to it, but you can still redirect your old domain, your old website to the new one. It wouldn't be so much of an issue if you have just one website and you don't have too much going on your part. But if you have lots of websites under one company name, I will probably just change the main ones and redirect the old domains into the new ones, or at least leave them as they are and just start a new name and a new company if you can, and then slowly transitions all of your products, all of your services into the new websites. You could do that as well. Or again, if you forward all of your old domains into the new ones, you can transition that way. Of course, the indexing of Google is going to take a while before you rank up again. But if you already have an email list, if you already have followers and customers, it shouldn't be an issue too much changing your name. Now, I've got in the same situations. Should I change my name from Meijin Media to my own name? And if so, which one do you think it's more suitable for my company? I want to involve all of my followers, even though you don't know me as much, but perhaps by throwing this poll here on screen can give me an idea of what sort of results I can get. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing here, or make a video and talk about you changing the name like I'm doing now. I'm giving in some tips, but at the same time, I'm also asking you some help in terms of what's your opinion about this name. So I'm gonna throw here on screen and down in the description below some names that I think are suitable for my business, but I might be completely wrong. So what I would like you to do is just do me a favor, just give me a vote here, choose the one that you think you like or is more suitable for me or whatever, and I would be super happy. So at least I know that my followers likes the name, so they agree with that. Just very important. So make sure you also make a video like this talking about you changing the name, the reason why you do that. Perhaps it's not as effective as it should. The reason why I'm changing mine is I wanted to change mine because I'm thinking probably I should be more personable, I should put my name in the front line rather than just put a company name, and then in the future perhaps I can just come up with a company name later on. Or even if you have a company name on a legal paper, but you want to choose your name, you want to kind of publish your name as your brand, you could do that as well. So there are people like Richard Branson, who has Virgin behind. Richard Branson is a brand, even though Virgin is the actual company behind him. Now, another tip that I can give you is if your name is difficult to pronounce and your audience is from US or from any other English-speaking countries, you would have to perhaps adapt to those countries if you want, just to make your name easy to spell, so there are not misspelling. For instance, my company name is Meijin Media. Meijin is a Japanese word for expert, guru, or someone who has specialized knowledge, but it's not as easy to spell for many people. So I'm thinking, should I change that to something more, word friendly or spell friendly? you got to think about that as well. And it's never too late if you decide to do this later on, because they might not like your name at all. Some people just decide not to follow you just because you change your name, or just because your brand is not the same brand as before. Some people just recognize you at the first glance from your actual name. So I hope it's been useful, and if you want to brainstorm a business name, again, check the link here somewhere on the video, on the description below as well. And if you want to start up an online business and you don't know what steps to take, I've got a free training for you in the description below and somewhere here on the video as well. And leave a comment down below if you have any other questions. Give us a thumbs up if you appreciate the video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you won't miss any future updates. Until then, you have a lovely day, lovely rest of the week. I'm off.